Hey everybody, I'm Chef Tom with All Things Barbecue, and today we're making grilled pork tenderloin tostadas. Now before we jump into this, let me break down the tostada for you today. We're gonna start with a made-from-scratch corn tortilla with a little something special in it. On top of that, we'll have some lettuce, some grilled pork tenderloin, a really beautiful fire-roasted salsa verde, and some Mexican crema. Well, since our pork tenderloin needs to spend a little time in the marinade, that's the first thing we're gonna get to. Before I get it in the marinade, I wanna take off some of this silver skin because this stuff just never really breaks down and it's super chewy. There's really not much cleaning to do on here. Just any of this stringy stuff you can take off. All right, I'm gonna drop the pork tenderloin into our briner bucket, and then we'll get some marinade in there. What we're using today is the Sweetwater Spice Smoked Habanero Barbecue Bath. Now, this stuff has a little kick to it, but Sweetwater's got a lot of great options. If you don't like all that heat, you might wanna try out the Trace chilies. They're all really great marinades. And this one calls for equal parts water to the concentrate. We're just gonna make sure that that tenderloin is submerged and lock the plate in place on the briner bucket. And we'll let that soak for about 45 minutes to an hour. Now while the pork is soaking, we're gonna take this time and go ahead and make our salsa verde. For those of you who haven't made salsa verde before, what we're using as a base are these tomatillos. We're also gonna have some other green peppers, some Anaheims and some jalapenos in there. But these tomatillos are really what make our salsa verde verde. They're not just green tomatoes, they are their own fruit, but this is really the base of the salsa verde. Now all of these chilies for our fire roasted salsa verde will go onto the grill whole, but we wanna get the husks off of these tomatillos before we put them on the grill. And then in addition to the tomatillos and the peppers, we're also gonna be grilling off half an onion just to get a little color and to soften it up a little bit. We quarter it, but we leave it intact so that it doesn't fall apart on the grill. All right, we've got a really nice hot coal bed here on our Yoder Smokers flat top grill. We're cooking all charcoal today. Of course, you could do this on your gas grill at home. You could do it on your pellet grill as well. You just need a nice direct source of heat. So no indirect, no diffuser, flame touching the food. All right, we're gonna get some color on our tomatillos, on our peppers, and give this a little while to cook. It does not take long to get some color on these when you're running a really nice hot charcoal fire. All right, all of our tomatillos have plenty of color on them, so we're gonna pull those off. You can also see how they've softened up, starting to release their juices. These Anaheims are blackened on all sides. So at this point, we're gonna throw them into a zip top bag. Jalapenos look pretty good too. And we'll seal this up. So what's gonna happen inside that zip top bag over the next 15 or 20 minutes is those peppers are steaming themselves and the skin is releasing from the flesh. So when we pull them out of there, we can scrape the seeds out, get rid of the skin, and all we're left with is that nice smoky flesh of the pepper. Before we process our salsa, we're gonna take that root end off of the onion and chop it up just a little bit. And then that can go in the food processor. The tomatillos, they'll process just fine the way they are, so we'll throw those in there. And then for the peppers, like I said, we're gonna get rid of those skins. So the way we do that, take off the end here, cut a nice slit, open it up, scoop the seeds out. And then that skin peels right off. And that's ready for the food processor as well. But in addition to everything that we grilled for the salsa, we're also gonna add 3 cloves of garlic. We're gonna take the juice from half of a lime, and then I'll just throw in a shake of our smoked salt. I'm just gonna give it a taste, see if it needs anything. A little bit of salt. All right, that's gonna be perfect. All right, to start on our tortillas, we're gonna get 2 cups of our masa harina. This is just a corn product. And then 1.5 cups of hot water. I'm also gonna add in about a 1/2 teaspoon of smoked salt. We'll just begin to whisk this by hand, if you will. Watch it start to come together. And the more we work this, the stickier it gets, the harder it is to move around, and the closer we are to being able to form it into balls. Now before we get to that, I want to add one more thing. We've got some chipotles and adobo, and I'm just going to take a little bit of the sauce. We'll start with, about a tablespoon. We'll go for a little bit darker color than that. All right, so this is gonna give it some nice depth of flavor, a little smokiness. And from here, we can roll these into balls, and then we'll press them out on our tortilla press. This recipe is gonna yield us 12 tortillas, so I'm gonna divvy this up. All right, these are a little bit easier to work with if you've got wet hands. So we'll roll these up. All right, these are ready to press. I've got my charcoal companion tortilla press here, and I want to show you a little trick to make this really easy. I'm taking a zip top bag. We'll cut the top off, and then we're going to cut the sides. So we have this one long sheet of plastic. I'm going to place that inside here to make sure that nothing sticks. All right, we'll place these right here in the center, flatten them out a little bit. Plastic on bottom, plastic on top, and press it out. All right, this pork tenderloin's been in for about an hour. We're gonna pull it out and get it seasoned up and on the grill. We'll just take some of this excess liquid off the outside. We'll leave a little bit behind to help the rub bind. Speaking of rub, what we're using today is the Oak Ridge Barbecue Carne Crosta. This is a really cool, earthy rub that's great for Mexican meals or anything of that Latin style. It's got some coffee in it, which makes it really unique. All right, let's just give that a couple of minutes to set up, and then we'll throw it on the grill. The tenderloin's going down over the direct heat on the Yoder charcoal flat top, and we've got an indirect zone set up as well, just in case the outside gets too dark before we bring that internal temperature up to 140 where we want to finish. We're also going to throw on our tortillas right next to the tenderloin. And as these tortillas crisp up, we'll flip them over and hit them on the other side. All right, we've got all the color on the outside that we want, so we're gonna slide this over to a more indirect heat where we can close the lid and finish letting the internal temperature come up to 140. All right, we're just past the 140 mark. This is the perfect time to pull pork tenderloin off the grill. All right, let's slice this guy up. See how nice and juicy that is? Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna cut this down just a little bit. We have nice bite-sized pieces on our tostada. All right, to build these tostadas, I'm gonna put down a nice base of iceberg lettuce, and we'll top this with our pork tenderloin. We'll spoon our salsa verde over the top with a little bit of Mexican crema. Oh man, I could eat that all night long. That's amazing. Just such a wonderful balance of flavors. You guys don't have to do the tortilla at home if you don't want to, but I would highly recommend it. It really adds something to the dish. All right, I'm gonna keep working on this. You guys better go get started because you need to catch up. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to thesauce.atbbq.com. All things barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.